My hobby when I wake up is to have coffee.
Okay.
And singing, I try not to do too much singing because that normally wakes up the rest of the neighbours.
Right.
But my family gets up early, of course. The kids are getting ready for school, or one boy now who's still in Dubai. My other son's over in Australia at university, practicing in university to be an actor. So my wife's up quite early, but physical activity, not really. As you can see, I'm not a very sporty sort of person. We watch sport, but we don't do sport. Yeah, the only sport I do is eating. Hospitality business is a business of service.
Yep.
And we serve people and we serve guests, and it's difficult. The hospitality business is not for everybody. When I was in culinary school back in Box Hill in Australia, in Melbourne, I had a heart-to-heart with my lecturer, Bernd Uber, and he said, one day you'll make a decision. I made a decision, he said, to become a school teacher to teach people like you. I could have gone into the hospitality industry as a restaurateur or a hotelier, as executive chef, and worked my way up, or I could have become a lecturer in the school. I chose to be in the school so I could be with my family. He said, one day, Andy, you'll make a decision. 20 years later, maybe after that conversation, we're still in contact with each other. And when I came over to Dubai, he came to visit, and then he is involved with our culinary competitions. So we invite him every year. And one year he said to me, he said, you made your decision, didn't you? He said, you decided the career path. You don't see your family. He said, your wife must be very strong. I said, she is. She's from the industry. So the industry you choose, it's not an easy industry, but it's one of the best industries in the world. I met her in the Hilton, so it was that typical hotel, how would we call it, love affair or whatever you want to say. Yeah, I was the sous chef and she was the hostess with the mostess in the Fahidi restaurant at the Hilton in Dubai all these years ago. So we clicked, you know, and so, but she understood what it meant for me to be working hard. My work ethic is from my parents. Her understanding of the industry helps me, but now we work together closely with the chefs of the UAE and also of the world through the World Association of Chef Societies. We do culinary competitions together. We plan the Culinary Guild offices in the front room of our house. So she works part-time for that, so she understands and she enjoys it. But to come here in '92, I would have never dreamed of actually sitting here today talking to you or looking out the window on what was desert when I came here. Because you know, when you're 17, you think, okay, well, you know, what else do you think about? You would never, you know, we didn't even know where Dubai was. You know, in Australia we were, you know, the Middle East was this mysterious part of the world. And when I left Australia in '88, I said, right, I'll do 1 year in the UK and 1 year in Germany, and then I'll go back to Australia. I've never been back except on holiday. You know, our industry is not easy, yeah, because we deal with different human beings, we deal with different people. And it can be quite stressful, but the joy is the satisfaction of receiving guest compliments or having someone write to you that you've made my wedding the most memorable day of my life. And this takes consistent hard work. To be in the right place at the right time is very important. You know, how that comes along, that's you and your luck. Yeah, I've been very lucky in my journey. I took decisions, gut feelings, and I went for it. I stayed in Dubai so long. Whenever I was about to move, an opportunity arose. So any opportunity that comes, really think about it and grab it. If you want to commit to a life in hospitality, in culinary or in service, it is tough at the beginning. But what the main thing is have passion to serve people.